Welcome to a tutorial on how I use this resource with my students. I'll share any tips and tricks that work for me, but of course feel free to modify as you see fit for your own students. So this is a competitive game for 2 players or 2 teams, and there are actually 3 versions inside this one deck. One's with verbs, another with adjectives, and another one with comparative sentence structures. The main objective of this activity are pronouns, but students will have opportunities to work on vocabulary and also comparative syntax. Okay? So down here you'll have instructions on how to play, which I will go over in this tutorial. But if you like to move things around, here's a little sample that you can try out inside the deck. And extra support tips are also here, again, which I will go over during this tutorial. So let's check out the verbs activity. Always start by familiarizing students with the vocabulary and the activity. So these are all the verbs that's going to be in the deck or in the game. So at the top, you'll see a stick figure. So the body as it's running. So these little heads can be moved over. So you can attach it to the body. Run. Okay, next one, sit. So the verbs are not too complicated, but if you want to upgrade it a little bit, so to speak, you can say something like he's sitting like a mermaid. Floating. Standing, but again, standing on one foot for more specificity. And the actions, the pictures are separate from the words because I do want to see what students come up with on their own. And if it is appropriate for the activity, I would say you can accept that and use it inside the game. Okay? Sometimes students say, oh, he's falling, but this is a good time to talk about some nuances and vocabulary. You can say, oh, he's not quite falling, he's tripping, but not quite falling. Hasn't fallen yet. Okay. This one's scooping or serving ice cream, whatever works. Okay. So once the students are familiarized with the verbs, this is the main game board. So first what you're going to do is have the students pick a side of their scoreboard. And I use this straw tool to just write their initials or team names and get started. And then next thing is going to be choosing heads to go in the boxes. Who? So I'll pick a girl, say we're practicing she and he, and write the pronouns up here. Now the game is ready to play. So you're going to tell the students, so we're going to play a guessing game. And here are the bodies. So I'm going to change these bodies into a different action, but you can't look. So have the students close their eyes or put their heads down on the table, and you're going to click through this to change the actions and cover it up. And when it's ready, you let them open their eyes. Okay, open your eyes. So I changed their bodies, and this time I want you to guess who is floating. One of them is floating. And the students are going to say something like, oh, I think she is floating. I think he is floating. So you have the sentence strips down here. This finger, if you're doing teletherapy, if it's helpful, I have put that here just for word prompting. I think she or he is floating. And once the guesses are out, you're going to uncover it and ta-da, oh, he is floating. So whoever guessed he, team B, good job, they get a point. So each round it goes like that. Okay, we're going to try again. Close your eyes and have that body change and cover it up. And every time they get a point, you click to change colors. And when they get to the last one, you win. And once you only change color, but if you want a sound effect, press it 2 times to make that ta-da sound going. So like you saw here, so it can be he or she, but you can definitely include they. I think they are both. They are both, and you can even swap out if necessary these be verbs. I think they are both walking their dogs. Ta-da, correct. So you can work on he, she, and they at the same time. Also, you can always change it to I and you if it works, or if that's what your students are working on. So again, here's another helper if needed. I think I am walking the dog. I think you are walking the dog. And feel free to use the draw tool to add any additional markings that you want to make on the board game or the board. Okay, so that is how the main activity goes. And this will bring you back to the main page. Adjectives, same thing, but different adjectives, and the words are down below. The one that's different, a little bit different, is the comparatives. You only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets with each of the words, fast and slow, chubby, fat, round, whatever you're going to call it, skinny or thin, busy, lazy, hardworking. Again, it's up to your group to decide what words you guys want to use. This one I only put dirty because neither one of them are clean. If you want to use cleaner, dirtier, be my guest. Again, this is all up to your clinical judgment and what works for your group. There are only 5 pairs, but once you're in the game, the directions change. So sometimes this side is faster and this side's slower, but you also have an option if you tap. Oops, hold on. Didn't quite work out. Hold on. But it does give you both options. So left side is fast, the right side is fast. So he is faster than her, she is faster than him. You would have both options, so it's not predictable. Okay. I think that is all there is to this activity. Oh, there is a printable version on TPT if you prefer more hands-on. There's some printing and laminating and prepping to that, and this is no print and no prep. So it's a lot easier, but whichever works for you, they're both available. So as always, use it as creatively as you like. And I hope you and your students enjoy this activity. Have fun.